Now we're going to learn Sucker Train Blues. This song starts off with a clean guitar sound, and there's a rotary effect on the guitar. Here are the notes. And we're going to play those notes 8 times. So let's take a look at them now. We're going to start off B flat to B, 3rd fret to the 4th fret on the G string. Now to the B string, we'll play 3rd fret to the 2nd fret. Back to the G string, 3rd fret to the 4th fret. We're going to play those 6 notes 8 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. After playing that intro 8 times, we're then into the main riff, which is also the chorus riff. So I'll play through it and then we'll break it down. So this riff moves between G and E. We're going to start off on the note G, 3rd fret, low E string, play that 2 times. Followed by 4A, 3 low E, 5A, back to 3 on the low E. Strike the 3rd fret of the low E, 3rd fret of the D, back to the 3rd fret of the low E. Here's what we've done so far. Now on the A string, we're going to pull off 7 to 3, hammer on 4 to 5, 6 on the low E. And that's the first half of the main riff. The bass is grooving on G throughout all of this. And now we're going to move to E. Open low E string 2 times. 1st fret A, open low E. 2nd fret A, open low E. Open low E once again. 5th fret A, open low E. 4th fret, pull off to the open A string. Slide from 1 to 2 on the A string. 2nd fret, low E string. And that'll lead back into G on the 3rd fret of the low E string, and we can repeat that riff. Okay, so here's what we've done so far. Now we're going to repeat all that, but rather than ending the phrase on the 2nd fret of the low E string, before we get into the verse, we're going to end on the 3rd fret of the low E string. So here's the entire main riff. And at this point, we're into the verse. The verse goes like this. And then we have the vocals after we play the guitar phrase. So let's look at that guitar phrase now. We're going to start off with an E5 power chord, open low E string, 2nd fret on the A string, open low E once again, 1st fret A string, open low E, 2nd fret A string, open low E. So we play that riff, and then the vocals answer that riff, so then we play nothing for an entire bar. So 1 bar of guitar, 1 bar of nothing, and then we're going to do that a total of 3 times. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and then we're into the next phrase, which will sound like this. So this is something we've already played during the main riff, but here we're going to start off with an E5 power chord, open low E, 1st fret A, open low E, 2nd fret A, open low E, 5th fret A, open low E, 4th fret pull off to the open A, 1st fret slide to the 2nd fret on the A string, 3rd fret low E string. At this point, we're into the second half of the verse. There's going to be two parts we're going to learn. We'll start off with Dave Kushner's part. Sounds like this. So we play our main phrase, and then we just groove with eighth notes with that E5 chord. And that 2-bar phrase is played 4 times. To complement this part, Slash plays this. So let's break that down. We're going to start with an E5 chord, but we're going to play 2nd fret D, 4th fret G string. Back to the 2nd fret of the D string, 3rd fret G, 2nd fret D, 4th fret G, 2nd fret D. Now we're going to play this chord where I'm going to play the note E on the 2nd fret of the D string. I'm going to play A sharp on the 3rd fret of the G string and the top 2 strings open. I'm going to strum that 3 times, followed by an additional 4 times. And then repeat that 2-bar phrase 4 times. So one of the 2-bar rounds would sound like this. And 4 times would sound like this.